Greetings, YouTube. Today I'd like to talk about Planned Parenthood. Now, I've talked about Planned Parenthood before, but because of the recent false accusations against them through the use of heavily edited videos, the world was given a false impression of Planned Parenthood. A completely false impression. They essentially took an actual interview and turned it into a lie. Pure propaganda by social conservatives to harm the reputation of Planned Parenthood, and it has unfortunately been rather successful. So I'm here to do my small part in correcting that falsehood. But first I'd like to look at the name, Planned Parenthood. Let's look at the word planned first. When you plan something, it's a deliberate action, a forethought. There's a process involved when you are planning something or you have planned something. And planning something is the best possible way you can accomplish something in the manner you want to and the manner that makes the most sense, as opposed to, say, just doing it on the spur of the moment and hoping it comes out. Then you have parenthood, the process of becoming a parent. And if you have a planned parenthood, that means you intend to become a parent, as opposed to most people who end up being parents because it's whoops, because it's put tab A into slot B, repeat as necessary. It is not rocket surgery. Many people end up parents when they did not intend to. I know people who have had their first child at 16 and their daughter had their first child at 16. At this rate, they'll be a great-great-grandmother before they die. Maybe even a great-great-great-grandmother. But if you plan your parenthood, that's much better. That means you're ready to take on that responsibility and you're doing it deliberately. And that's what Planned Parenthood does. It makes sure that women have the ability to plan their pregnancy and decide to have that pregnancy when it suits them and fits into their lives. And they do this through birth control, and they do this through planning the right kind of scheduled medications or supplements and doctor's visits when they decide to have a child. Because there's certain things you need to take when you're pregnant to really help ensure your child is healthy. Is it famotidine? No, it's not famotidine. Famotidine is what I take for my stomach. Folic acid. I believe folic acid is very important if you're going to become pregnant. I believe. I'm not positive. Apologize for the famotidine thing. I just bought some today. And not all Planned Parenthood branches even perform abortions. But all of them provide birth control. They teach people about sex education in their bodies. They do cancer screenings for cervical cancer and for breast cancer. They provide valuable resources for low-income women and middle-class women. In some cases, the only resources they have available. Some Planned Parenthood branches allow women to voluntarily donate their fetal tissue to science. Donate. Now, to ship human material is a complicated process. So Planned Parenthood charges the researchers a fee to cover the proper shipment. Because if you don't ship it properly, first of all, the sample's not going to be any good. But also the regulations you have to follow, the guidelines that have to be followed, and that takes money. There is no profit involved in here. No one is making any money off of this. They're just making sure that everything is done properly and that the shipping costs and procedures are covered by the researchers. The women donate it, the researchers pay to get it there. That's it. This is not being done for profit. And not all branches do this. Not all branches perform abortions. The ones that do perform abortions, the abortions compromise 3% of what they do. 3%. I would like to remind everyone, abortions are legal. And if they are made illegal, they aren't going to stop. Women are just going to die. Which, of course, is the goal of social conservatives. Because this is nothing about saving babies. This is all about punishing women for having sex that social conservatives do not approve of. Because the only sex that social conservatives approve of is between a man and a woman that are married for the purposes of procreation. That's it. You're not supposed to have it for fun. You're not supposed to have it before you're married. You're not supposed to have it for any other reason. Some of them will be generous and allow an abortion if the person is raped or it's an incest case, but some social conservatives are such absolute douche nozzles that they won't even allow that. Now, in my state of New Hampshire, the Executive Council just defunded Planned Parenthood. So a third of Planned Parenthood's budget just went whoosh because they're socially conservative douche nozzles, sticking their nose into other people's lives. They're always complaining about small government. But their goal apparently is to get government small enough so it'll fit inside someone's uterus. Now, I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. It's a hard line belief of mine. The only uterus you get to control is your own. Period. For all the men out there that are complaining that it's not fair that women have control over that kind of thing, blame Mother Nature. It has nothing to do with women. They did not ask for an asymmetric reproductive system where they carry the burden of it, where they can die from the process. They did not ask for the male contribution to be fire and forget. That's the way it is. It's just nature. So if you'd like to complain, go file a lawsuit with Mother Nature, see how far you get. But stop blaming women for this. And please, all you social conservatives, stop sticking your nose into other people's lives. It's not your uterus. Keep away from it.